Well, tonight is my last night at my family's, and I'm very sad that I have to leave them and I have to go back home, back to reality. Ooh. I probably could stay if I really wanted to, but for another month if I really wanted to, because with my foot and my injury, I'm not working, so I actually could stay a long time. But the only thing is, I'm on short-term disability, and in order for me to continue with short-term disability, I have to see my doctor every month, so he can reevaluate me and everything, so I can stay on that. And I only get that for 6 months, and it's almost been on it for 4 months, I think. So I only have like a few more months left, and then after that I have to go on long-term disability, and I don't think I get paid for that at all. So anyways, heading home tomorrow. We're going to leave at 7 o'clock, and then we should get at Victoria's. We're driving all the way to Dallas, Georgia, so that's going to be over 14 hours in one day, which is really not a big deal, because when me and Josh used to drive home for Christmas every year, we would drive 16 hours from Savannah all the way to Chicago. We'd stop, or we would go on the outskirts of Chicago, and stay there. I remember the one time we made it all the way to Milwaukee, and it was a good thing, because when we stopped, there was a huge snowstorm. It was crazy. I am so surprised that my car made it through. I remember almost going off the road a few times, and then when we were traveling up, there was semis in the ditch everywhere. It was really bad, but we made it. I mean, because we're used to driving in the snow. So we're gonna head out tomorrow. We're gonna stay at Victoria place. She's being it was very nice. I mean, she's a nice person. I just mean to say that she's letting us stay with her overnight. So we'll probably get in, I say, closer to 11, even though it's a 14-hour drive. Oh, mosquito. Oh, I hate when because you know what they do? They buzz in your ear all night, and then they bite you. Like, I have like 100 bites on my feet and leg because of the mosquitoes around here. They're just like horrible this year. But we're gonna stay with Victoria, and she's nice, and that's where I have my car. My car is there because I drove up, and I parked my car there. So we're gonna drive there. Otherwise, I would have stayed at Ashley, because Ashley is actually it would only be a 13-hour drive for us, because she's closer to Wisconsin than Victoria. But it's all good. So we probably, I think with us having to stop, because we're going to stop and let the dogs out. And I'm going to get that mosquito yet. Oh, there it is. There, I'm going to get it. I'll show you. Did I show you guys my dog? I'm telling you, I'm getting so old. Yeah, I showed you guys. And I'm going through hot flashes. Whew. Hot flashes. You know, when you're in your 50s, you get your hot flashes. So that's what I'm going through, is hot flashes. What I like is staying in this trailer, because I can turn down the air to 60 and have it freezing cold in here at night, and it feels so good. I keep telling my son he should have stayed out here with me, because inside the house they don't have central air. So, and I remember the first week that I slept here, they get humidity, and it's a wet humidity. So like when you sleep at night, and if you don't have a humidifier upstairs, your sheets are like soaking wet, like damp. And that's something I don't miss about Wisconsin. But and I had to take my blow dryer and try to dry out my bed because it was so wet. So the same thing when I stayed out here in the camper. Even though I have the air conditioning going, my sheets were all wet. It's not doing that anymore because it's not that damp, but you have to have a humidifier, or you know, everything is really damp. So anyways, I pray that we have a nice safe return home, and I know God will take care of us. But me and Stacy, we've got, you already probably see some of our videos by the time this air, of our little travel to Wisconsin. It's always an adventure between me and her, so I'm gonna miss her a lot. And I ask you guys, please pray for my sister. She has been in a lot of pain. And I feel so bad for her because it's got worse. It's like she said, her pain is like when she lived in Idaho and she had the Yersinia, and she says it's just so unbearable. She says the other night she thought she would have to go to the emergency, and I told her, if you need, and we prayed. I prayed over her that night, and I told her, if you need anything, because I'm just a trailer away, I said, if you need me, just let me know. And then she said, she goes, in the morning she texted me. Apparently she texted me. I didn't get it because I don't always get reception. She said, did you get my text? I said, no. She goes, I thought I was dying last night. She goes, my pain was so bad I was going to go in the emergency. I said, well, why didn't you tell me? Even if I could go in there and pray over her and be with her to comfort her, even if she didn't want to go there, at least I'm there for her. So I worry about her. I'm praying, that the Lord finds her a doctor that's going to figure out the solution to her pain. She needs to get some relief because she's not getting any relief, and pain is really sucks. I know, because my foot's in pain really bad. So we both are in pain. We're both in the same boat. I mean, hers is worse than mine, way worse than mine. But it's so ironic how God, when we're together, how our pain, we both have pain at the same time. And then like when we're traveling and we're together and we're doing things, we're good, and just God is just blessing us. Even though we having pain, we still trust God. Everything is happening for a reason. So, we trust him. You got to trust him. Even when you're having a lot of pain, she don't like the pain that she's going through. No, that's not fun. And she's just like, I don't know. I talked to God and I told him, please take this pain away. I mean, her pain might not go away for a while, but I trust him and I know he'll take care of her. I know that he will help her get this figured out, because I hate to see her go through this pain. I really do. It hurts me just as much as it hurts her to see my sister go through this. So, and just keep my family in your guys' prayer too, because we need prayers for my family, and I don't want to cry. I get really emotional about stuff. So, because my family's going through some trials too as well, and I hate to see them go through trials because it hurts me just as much. And you just wish that you could fix all their problems, and sometimes you can't fix people's problems because they're either in denial or they don't want them fixed. They do want them fixed, but they're not doing it right. They're not focusing on God. Even though you love God, you're not trusting him. And when you're walking in the flesh, he can't bless you. Doesn't mean a person, because they're walking in the flesh, is a bad person. But people take it upon themselves to walk in the flesh and not with God. And we need to be walking with God all the time. Here, I'm going to show you something, because I posted some videos. Aired a video with Chanel, and she was panting really hard, and she was very stressed when I left from Savannah to go to Dallas. She's great in the car. She likes to lay by me, and she's good. But when we got to Dallas, Georgia, her anxiety set in, and she was really bad because she's out of her environment and she's around strange people, strange house. So she was very heavily stressed. And you know how like Chihuahuas get really, really super stressed? They shake all the time, and then their whole life is like they're shaking because they're always in fear. Well, she pants really bad, and she, was having a hard time breathing. She wasn't in any, jeopardy or anything like that because, I know my dog and I know how to take care of my dog. But if you listen to her, Chanel, want to show you guys. See how she's panting? And it's 60 degrees in here. And she pants all the time. She pants all the time. Even when we're in Georgia, we're in here in Ryland, Wisconsin. It's only like 60 degrees out tonight. Well, maybe a little warmer. But in here, it's probably like 60 degrees in here. But she pants all the time because of all her fur. So, anyways, when I was traveling and she was at Victoria, I felt really bad for her. So I gave her some CBD oil, and then later on I got her some Benadryl to help her, because when she got in the car she was fine. It took her a little bit because she was hot, and then she finally calmed down. And then, we would stop at the wayside, and then she would get the anxiety again, because as soon as she got out of the car, she'd get anxiety and she'd get stressed because, once again, she's not in her environment. And so then that, she's scared. I don't know if she's probably scared. So, but then as soon as she got in the car, she's all good and all relaxed and everything. And then when we got to Wisconsin, she was stressed for the first day. She was here, even though she's been here, but like I said, I haven't traveled with her in probably 6 years, 5 to 6 years with her, because she'd always come back to Wisconsin with me, all my pets dead. But when she hasn't been out of her environment in 6 years, it can be stressful for a dog. And I even called the vet, and they told me what to do, and it was the same stuff that I was giving her. My vet said they probably could put her on some stuff, but since she was adjusting, and the next day she was perfectly fine and everything. So, and then when we go back to Wisconsin, she'll be completely fine too, but she might be stressed. Like when we're stopping at the gas stations and stuff like that, she might start breathing heavily. So heavily, can't speak, but she's doing good. She's all good. She's my little baby. I know everybody was concerned about her, and I thank you guys for all being concerned about my baby. But she's in good health, and she's a little trooper. And Smokey, he don't care. He's just old. He sleeps in the car, so they're both good. And Bentley, my other dog, he loves riding in the car. He goes crazy. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we are leaving, me and my son, tomorrow, and we'll be back in Georgia on Sunday. And then I'll start making some videos for you guys. I'm going to start doing some worship with you guys, devotionals with you, and connecting back with you guys. So, but I thank you for all your love and support, guys. I really appreciate your friendship, and your love. It really means a lot to me. It really, really, truly does. It's so nice to have people that accepts you and enjoys my videos. I'm glad you guys enjoy my videos, and you guys are just wonderful. It's just really nice. It's nice to have other friends and people that support you and love the Lord as much as you love, and people you can reach out and you can touch, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help you guys in any way that I can. So thank you guys. I appreciate it, and I love you all. I really do. So, like I said, if you guys want to write me, you can. I'm going to get a P.O. box. I also have an email if you guys want to write or anything like that. You guys can do that. I write to a few people. They write me too. Sylvia, she's awesome. She lives in the UK, and she's the one who got me the beautiful, beautiful, pendant with the star, and it was so beautiful. Wow, I cried, and I mean her little note made me cry, and I'm like, wow. And it's not, nobody has to send me gifts or anything like that. I don't expect anybody to send me gifts or money or anything like that. That's not what I want. And she just felt compelled to send me a gift. But it was beautiful, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate her note. Her note would have been just good enough. But me and Stacy, we have the same taste. We both like the color pink. And I'll tell you guys a little short story. I know my videos get long because I like to blab a lot. So one of her ladies that followed Stacy for a long time, you've seen her video, sent her a box with some, I think, uh, a journal, and she made two pins, really beautiful pins. One was pink and wrapped in twine, and one was blue. And she had said this blue pen is for her, and the pink pen you can give to your sister or to Victoria. And since she was with me, she gave it to me because we were going to be together. And I said, "Oh, awesome! This pen is like so cool," because it was pink and she made it with twine or whatever. And but I said, "But you know, you get to choose, because if you like the pink pen, you can have the pink pen, because she gave them to you." And I said, "Well, you know, which one do you want?" And she goes, "I think I want the pink one. I like the pink one because it was smaller. It was easier for her to write with." And she goes, "Pink is my favorite color." I said, "Yeah, I'll take the blue one." The blue one was really pretty too. They both were gorgeous. So when the pendants came from Sylvia, I opened up first, and there was a pink star, and then there was like, because they're crystals. Um, and then the other one is really beautiful. It was more clear with blue in it. So I said, "Well, I'm going to take the pink one because you got the pink pen, so I'm going to take the pink one." How selfish of me. That's how sisters are sometimes. So my son's like, "Oh, you know, my mom opened that gift without you, and she took the pink pink star." I'm like, "Well," and he's just like, "What?" And I said, "No, I didn't have a chance. And, you know, you just came in from outside, so I wanted to share this with you." And so I told her, I said, "I took the pink one." She's like, "What? I like pink." And I'm like, "Well, I like pink too, but you got the pink pen." And I said, and anyways, Rachel said, "Well, she doesn't, the other one will look better on her because she wears more blue. Because you'll see her in a lot of her videos, she's wearing blue with her flower skirt." So I said this one would look actually better, because I contemplated about giving her the pink one, or the like the clear crystal one that illuminates like purple and blue. It illuminates more blue. And I'm like, you know what? I thought for a second maybe I want the other one because it would probably go with more stuff than the pink one. And I'm like, you know what? I think this other one would be better for her because it would go better for her and it would look better on her. So, and I wasn't trying to be selfish or anything like that, because really she could take either one and I would have been happy with either one. So, um, but she's like, "Yeah, well, pink's my favorite color." So then I wrote Sylvia and I told her the whole story. And I'm like, "Yeah, we were just laughing about it." So she's like, "Don't you two fight now over your stuff." Anyways, it was a beautiful gift, and bless her heart, she's a wonderful lady, and I'm glad that we connected. And that's what I like. I like to make some really good bonds with you guys too, as well, and maybe travel to see some of you guys. Me and maybe my sister can do that. I don't know if we can, but maybe we can try. All right, thanks guys for watching my long video, because I know they get really long and I don't mean to, but I love to talk. That's how I am. All right, love you guys, and thank you guys for everything. Good night.